Afternoon everyone, Ads here from Unity Trading Group. Welcome to your Monday session or Monday update. Good to be back. We didn't do a session on Friday unfortunately, but did one on Thursday last week, and we had a few days off and of course back today, so good to be back. For all the new faces here, welcome to Unity Trading Group, and of course everyone should give us a like. Hit the subscribe button if you can, if you haven't already, and of course hit the little bell if you like what you see and you like what we do here at UTG. All of our links are down below in the banner. You can find us over the right hand side at unitytradinggroup.com, on Discord, on TradingView, and of course on Facebook at Trade Hacker. You'll find us if you search us. So BTC, where are we going? What have we done over the weekend? We were looking at this sort of formation last week and on Discord over the weekend, which is a left shoulder, head, right shoulder formation. I drew this trend line in as well. Spoke a little bit about that and my thoughts in the Discord over the course of the weekend. And we did get the movement through that level of, through that trend line, should I say, and gave us that retest. And of course, we haven't seen much volume into this market since the big movement down from about 40k. And if I bring up our volume here, there we go. That is very, very easy to spot in the way of our volume decreasing. We've had this volume spike, which was a result of this downwards movement. And of course, since then, our volume's been dwindling, and we've just been, fluffing around to the right-hand side. So nothing much happening for BTC. We've been still respecting this trend line, still respecting the levels of fibs that we've got drawn in from swing low to high. So that's from the swing low to the highest point now. And we have since then broken through that level of, or that trend line, and we are retesting that level. So it's going to be a crucial time for BTC. We are trending below the 50 RSI now, and it looks to be we are just trending below that median line on the steamroller indicator also. So if you had to ask me, we could go either way, but it looks more to me like we'll retest that 29, 30k level, that most relevant demand level where we've got that retest to the left-hand side there. So it is a possibility that I'm looking at. If we do get some upwards potential, it would be towards this level here. We have a very strong level of supply up the top here, which we got front run, off this right, you could say right shoulder, if we get that playing out over the next little bit. But we did get a front run, and there is a significant amount of orders sitting there. But if we nip up this level just a little bit to take in the entirety of the candle there before the move down, you can see we just touched that area. So that's the real key to supply and demand. We need to look for areas that are going to be respected with great detail. And what I mean by that is we just got the touch off this level, and we got rejected immediately, pushing us to the downside. So in my opinion, it is very strong selling pressure at that level. And if we do come up and retest that level, it'll probably be a little bit difficult to get through with the volume that we're seeing. And of course, because the volume is down, towards the downside or towards the lower end of the spectrum, it was extremely difficult to move through that level. So we're going to need a lot more volume to come into BTC, come into this market to push us higher and get another all-time high if we are to get one. But in any case, I'd be more so looking for downwards potential or downwards opportunity, and that really starts with this level of demand down here around 30k or around that 31,000 area. So we'll see how that goes over the next couple of days. We'll have a look at ETH next. ETH not telling the greatest story for our direction. It has fared well, better than BTC has, but the direction isn't clear. So if you had to ask me, let's draw in a couple of lines. Let's see if we can get some bits and pieces happening here. It's a very loose formation here, and it's not set in stone, but it is a bearish pattern. In any case, it's not the be-all and end-all, and I'm not putting a whole lot of weight on this, but it could be the pattern that the bigger guys are looking and working with. And of course, we are bouncing off our 50 RSI on Ethereum as well. Notice how I always come back to the 50 median line on the RSI. If you're not using the 50 median line, put it in there, because it will give you a nice indication as to, are we going to enter a downtrend, or are we going to continue to the upside? For now, we have been using this 50 RSI as support, and that's very easy to see there. And I would encourage you to put your own 50 median line in if you do use the RSI. CCI is not giving us any sort of indication of direction, but Steamroller is, and of course we are favoring the downwards movement for now. So hopefully that comes to fruition over the next little bit, and I would pick the next relevant level of supply or demand, to be around that 61.8, where we got that retest to the right hand side. That's the one I'm looking at. So if we do start to come down and form a downtrend, that's where I would be looking towards for Ethereum. A look at LTC. LTC not giving us any more information than we're used to on this. Of course, we are still roughing and teetering around the 38.2. If we do get that movement towards the downside on Ethereum, on BTC, it will drag LTC down with it, and it'll be looking towards this market structure to the left here. And that coincides nicely with our $120 level of demand down here as well. So not a bad one to look at. XRP USD hasn't been faring as well either, with more rightwards, that's a good word, more sideways action for XRP, and struggling to get towards that 23.6. And I wouldn't discount at all to see this level of demand tested for XRP, and that's sitting around that 23.5 area, 23.5 cents. If we get that movement on BTC and on the bigger coins, then I would expect XRP to come down with it. Next one. This is a regulated market, the DXY, so not financial advice, just ideas and opinions of UTG. Excuse me. So looking at the DXY, currently we are sitting around here for our next level of supply. We have been moving to the upside, and we are reaching overbought territory now. And I'm sorry to harp on about this, but this 50 RSI, 50 median area RSI, we are bearish. Of course, we get rejected on the 50. We are starting to turn upwards. We get support on the 50. Add it to your charts, seriously. But I'd be looking for this level here to be tested over the course of the next couple of days, even this afternoon, this evening, coming into Monday evening now. Not the best level, not the best day for volume on the DXY, but in any case, it is open and it is trading, as you can see the countdown time on the right-hand side. So I'd be looking for that 91 even area for our next level. If we do get to that area, and we're looking for a formation that's very loose, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, for an inverted head and shoulders pattern, and that does form very often, and it has been forming quite nicely at the bottom of this trend. That could be a level to look for, and if we do get that confirmation of this neckline being the level of supply, we could push back up to 91.8, and that would be our next level of supply in terms of a swing level or swing area of interest. But it would seem that we would get a pullback earlier because we are sitting around that overbought area for Steamroller. That really concludes our update for the Monday night. Nice, short, sweet, and sharp. Not a whole lot happening on the crypto front, admittedly. More action on the Forex stuff. But thank you all for joining me. I'm Ads from UTG. We'll be having our live session tomorrow evening at 7:30 Melbourne time. So hopefully you all can join us then. If you have any questions or anything like that, that you can ask in the Discord, we will answer them during our live session. But of course, stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.